Jake here for American Trucks, and today I'm taking a look at the Flowmaster FlowFX Extreme Single Turndown Exhaust System fitting 2009 to 2018 5.7 liter Ram 1500s. If you want an aggressive exhaust note out of your Hemi for a really low price, then this is going to be just the exhaust that you're looking for. While the looks may be stealthy, the sound is anything but, and accordingly, this is going to get a very, very strong 3 out of 5 on our loudness meter. I would almost give it a 4, but it's not quite there yet. This is what Flowmaster themselves describe as a moderately aggressive sound level, so significantly louder than your stock system, but not quite as loud as a straight pipe either. However, it is also an inexpensive system that gives you some additional clearance to go along with your sound. So if you want to add some personality to your Ram, this might just be the one for you. Making the Hemi V8 sound good is really not hard to do, but keeping the volume in check is what can make or break the experience. Now, the FlowFX series offers a deep, powerful exhaust note while still keeping the volume in check, though this particular one, being the FlowFX Extreme, kicks things up another notch or two. And as you heard from the clips at the beginning of the video, this really accentuates the Hemi's deep, rumbly exhaust note, makes it much more pronounced. This is a catback system, meaning that this is going to replace your factory mufflers and resonators, opening up the exhaust in a big way. So you really get some strong muscle car sounds out of this, even a little bit of burble on the overrun. It's got a ton of character to it, but it's still not over the top, though it might still bring out your inner child when you mash the throttle. Now, of course, more noise on the outside means more noise inside as well, and since this is a turn down, it's going to exit below the cab, so you can expect a noticeable increase in volume inside the cabin of your truck. While again, it's not totally over the top, this is something that you and your passengers will certainly take note of, though it should still be more than tolerable, and you'll get to hear all that Hemi goodness inside the truck as well. Now, since this is a turn down, obviously there's no over axle pipes to contend with. This is all you get. So this makes installation a cinch, but it also provides you with some more ground clearance since you won't have any pipes hanging off the back of your truck, so your departure angle is going to end up being a little bit better as well. And even if you're not off-roading, the lack of a tip makes for a pretty sneaky looking setup. Most people likely won't even notice anything until you go to fire the truck up. But once you do that, they're certainly going to know you've got something going on under there. As you can see, this is all one piece, so it is a very simple setup, and it's constructed like most of Flowmaster's offerings from 409 grade 16 gauge stainless steel. This has a 3-inch diameter both before and after the muffler, and the few bends that are on here are of the mandrel bent variety, so it's going to provide you some good exhaust flow and some solid protection against rust and corrosion, but the simple construction keeps price quite low. How low exactly? Well, this is going to run you about $375, making it one of the most affordable exhaust systems out there for your Ram. So this is a really attractive offering in my book because you're getting that solid construction, great sound, a little bit of extra clearance, and some stealthy look with a really, really palatable price. Unlike most exhausts, the install for this one is going to get a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter and should only take you about an hour to complete. In fact, I would wager that you're probably going to spend more time getting your old exhaust off than you will getting this new one hooked up. And this does utilize your factory exhaust hanger locations. You can get the clamp that you need included in the kit, so you don't need to modify anything on your truck. This is just going to fit right in place of your stock system. And to show you how to do that, we're going to go over to the install bay right now.
The tools you'll need for this project are an impact gun or a 1/2-inch drive ratchet, a 15mm socket, an exhaust hanger removal tool, possibly a dead blow hammer, and some spray lubricant. Hi everyone, today we're installing an exhaust on our Ram, but first let's watch a short video on how to uninstall the stock system.
We have to remove our factory system. That includes pulling both tailpipes on either side of the truck as well as the factory muffler. We're going to unbolt the tailpipes from the muffler first using a 15mm socket. That's going to allow us to pull the tailpipes off of the rubber isolators. All right, now that we have those 2 tailpipe clamps loosened on the muffler, we're going to go ahead and pull the tailpipes from the isolators. Once the tailpipes are pulled from the rubber isolators, that's going to give us enough leverage that we can kind of wriggle them out from the muffler itself, and then we can actually pull our muffler. All right, now that we have our driver's side tailpipe removed, we're going to do the same thing for the passenger side. The passenger side only has one hanger up here, makes it a little bit easier on us. All right, next we have to loosen the clamps securing our muffler to our flow tube here. That's also going to be a 15mm socket. With the clamp holding our muffler loosened, we're going to spray down our last two rubber isolators, and then we're going to pull the muffler from our mid-pipe. Now, if any of those rubber isolators are giving you a hard time, you can actually knock the muffler loose from the clamp that you loosened using a dead blow mallet. That'll give you enough leverage to pull it out of the rubber isolator.
All right, now we're ready to go ahead and install our new exhaust. So to do that, we're going to first slide our clamp over the end of our exhaust pipe here. And then we're going to put the two hangers that are attached to the exhaust through the isolators still on the truck. And then we'll insert the exhaust pipe over the mid pipe that's already on the truck. So we'll slide both of these hangers into the isolators. And then lift it up and slide it onto the exhaust pipe. Now you want to place this exhaust clamp as close to the end of the pipe as you can while it's still completely on the pipe itself, and then we'll tighten it down with our 15mm socket. And that wraps up our review and install of the Flowmaster FlowFX Extreme Single Exhaust System with turn down for the 09 to 18 5.7 liter Ram 1500. Thanks for watching, and remember, for all things Ram, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.